Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixelmarters here, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3. When we left off, my son went ahead and spoiled Danganronpa for us. But it's canon, so that's interesting. And he says that Gonta's a suspect, and unfortunately, that is very, very possible and probably going to be the case.
Not the suspect, the culprit.
Well, yeah. But we're going to have to go down to the bottom of this with all the memory loss and all that, and Gonta being a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this? It's going to be the motive that we're going to see if it pans out in here. It'll depend if Kokichi saw what the motive was, because if not, Gonta doesn't remember it.
And so, Monokuma's not going to say anything.
Not until the trial's done, which is when I think it would come through, but we'll see how this plays out.
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet.
All right.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already.
Oh my god.
He's ready.
Yeah.
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
I know a lot of people get tilted when I agree with him saying things like this, when I'm like, he's not wrong. But technically, like, while he can be aggressive with the way that he puts things forward, he's absolutely correct 100% of the time. Is that, like, as much as your emotions want you to focus on something, half of the time those are meaningless. Like, you know, finding the motive in the class trial isn't important when you've narrowed it down to literally there's only one person that could have done the crime.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is pointless to be like, why carry on trying to find all that when we know what has happened?
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
As you shouldn't believe his lies, but when he's telling the truth, you kind of gotta listen.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say, because it's been a little bit since we recorded.
It has.
And I was thinking,
it's been a little since we recorded this.
Yes. But I was thinking, and I'm gonna talk to the audience here, me to you guys, but I'm also talking to you, but I'm curious to hear what they say because they know the game. And if it's spoilers, obviously don't say anything quite yet if we haven't finished the case by this point. But I was thinking of the fact of, because I had the opinion beforehand that maybe Kokichi did all of this stuff with Monokuma because he figured out that Miu was going to try and kill him, and that was his way to get help. And my brain was like, everyone's going to think it's like, you know, why not just tell anyone else that, you know, Miu's planning to kill him?
Yeah.
But I think this goes back to, I think I made a comment long ago. I made a joke that Kokichi would have this Boy Who Cried Wolf storyline kind of thing one day, where he's going to be telling the truth, but everyone's going to be so hard hammered on his lies, which has me think, what if the reason that Kokichi went to Monokuma to try and, you know, put in this motive and go in this, is that he knew that if he told anyone that Miu was going to kill him in the virtual world, everyone would be like, you're lying, get away from me, and just stop and let us have something fun.
Probably, honestly.
To the point where he had to go literally to the last person that anyone would want to go to spare his own life. Because even at the end here, he could be like, if someone was to be like, if it's like, why did you go to Monokuma? It's like, to save my own ass. It's like, why would you do that? And it's like, because no one would believe me. It's like, look at how you are now in this whole trial. Every word I say you think is a lie coming out of my mouth. No one would have believed me if I said that Miu, of all people, was going to kill me. So I had to take it to the extremes of my own hands to save my own fucking life. Whether you like it or not, you know, it is a problem of his own doing. Yeah. If that is the case. But no one would have believed him if he was to be like, help me, Miu's going to kill me. No one would have believed him because of how much he lies.
Well, then they would blame him because he lies too much in the first place. And you're like, well, then you shouldn't lie.
Like I said, it is a grave he dug himself.
Yeah.
But it's the reason why my son did what he did.
And that's your theory.
Because that's my theory, is that because of the Boy Who Cried Wolf situation, he only had one person left to go to. The person that would know no matter what if he was telling a lie or not. But anyways, moving forward from that.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
This is where that whole tie vote thing's going to come in, I think.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination.
Exactly.
Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want that, do you?
No, I'd rather not, to be quite honest. Even when you put on that face, I would rather not die.
Okay, let's begin.
Quit screwing around. I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit.
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
Thank you, son.
Are we gonna help him put together the comic?
We can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list.
Because they were off on the other side of the plane.
Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
I'll help you out, son. Don't worry. The reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated as suspects is because they couldn't have access to the crime scene.
Yep.
They were on the far side of the
They
world.
were stuck there, yeah.
The wall was in the way that they could not pass
couldn't
through.
get to the crime scene, could they?
Nope.
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Kaito is the next one off our suspect list. And you know why, right?
Because
'Cause
he
he
was
got logged
framed.
out.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
logged out.
He wouldn't kill anybody.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Forcibly.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right?
Right.
Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out.
It's like, look, he's defending you right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not going to be pissed at the kid who defends me.
Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
By far.
Yeah.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
I mean, he knows what's going on,
Yeah.
so let him run the show if he's
My
right.
synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off.
Because we were together in the kitchen.
But
Yep.
what's the reason for that?
We both have alibis. We have solid alibis.
Yep.
I like how he doesn't even talk. He just,
Yeah.
the god is
He
just
and
like,
I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
because the dark music's going on. It's like, the game knows you don't want to go down this path, but
Yep.
you have to.
Both
It's
of you heard
terrifying.
Mew hitting the chapel wall, right?
Right?
The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
And I literally couldn't touch the woman or else I would
Yeah.
freeze.
Then you're the culprit.
Oh my god. Kaito.
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Yeah. It's like,
Kokichi was Miyu's target.
he
Or he couldn't have
I'd
killed
say he
Mew.
couldn't have killed Mew because of the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm nailing
Not the
this.
rules, but
If Mew touched
The
them,
settings.
they'd
Programming.
freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
Mhm.
So then, it's
Or moving
down
her
to
body.
one person.
yeah,
And
Even more importantly.
who was that again?
it's gonna do it. Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry, Gonta.
Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi. You don't need to answer that.
But we do.
Yeah, we do.
This is all Kokichi's trap.
It's
It's
not.
not. I know you want to. This is gonna hurt the fuck out of Kaido.
Yeah.
This is gonna cause the chaos that this game is. This is gonna make Monokuma be interested again.
Yep.
All the chaos he's one. There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this.
Oh.
It's gonna. Hey, Gonta. Who's gonna talk about the notes that show up on the rock tomorrow?
Oh.
That was you. Who's gonna find the bug that's
God, he's
apparently
between
around?
Rentaro and Kaede too.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Sorry, bro.
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies!
He's like, see why it's good to lie sometimes,
Yeah.
motherfuckers? See how it feels to go through the truth? See why I lie?
Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Happy Halloween.
He's like, fucking face it.
He's like, fuck.
Really? Did Gonta
really do it?
I'm sorry, man. Don't give me that.
The voice acting's so
That
good
really
though.
your
Yeah.
reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything. So, oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing.
He's reviewing the game.
If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap.
Kaito.
I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
I want to agree with you on that one. That must have been a hell of a motive.
It really must
Kaito.
have.
It must have been like he saw a picture of Miyu stepping on a bug and was like, "Oh!"
No, that's
I
not.
already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions
You
to
want proof? I've got your proof.
Oh god.
Okay. I'm curious.
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside.
Okay.
And who did they see out there?
Oh, Shuichi and Tsumugi. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere? No, Gonta no see him.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Mew's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof.
Interesting. Okay.
Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
Yeah.
That's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Is there fall damage?
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right?
He's just so
If
desperate.
Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
I'm trying to think of the rules that have gone on so far to see.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
So this is why it's going to go 50-50.
Look, everyone is, they're just so desperate for
Yeah.
it not to be Gonta.
Really?
And he's happy.
Don't do that to him.
Shuichi's like, So Gonta couldn't have touched the ground. It would have been so nice if that were the truth. Guy to her right, and this horrible trial will just end. But
No, that's wrong.
Whoa, that's such a
it's the
defeated.
weakest. That's oh god. It's just like no.
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
The toilet paper.
Mm.
He could use that as a way to
That's
propel
why it
himself
was down there.
That's why it was by that side.
Yep.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it.
Just like with Kaede, we had to do this.
Yeah, I wonder if Kaido is going to be the person I have to do the rhythm battle against, because he's really the last one standing against Kokichi. Because Gonta's not really going to fight against it.
No.
That's not in his nature in the first place.
Yeah.
Or this game just skips that part, this trial.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
The side of truth. I'm sorry, buddy.
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Oh my god, dude.
Kaito!
Bro, come
Fine
on.
then. I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up.
Okay, he is going to do the
Yep.
rhythm battle. Can't doubt my detective work now.
Someone just
If I
needs
want us all
to
to survive, I
slap
can't
him in
back
the
down.
face and be like, dude.
It's not gonna. He's just too set on belief. That's the way his character is. Believe in people.
He's literally like the anime protagonist who's just like, friendship will beat everything.
And I mean, to be fair, like Kaito and Kokichi are two very different sides of the
They're
of the
literally
coin.
polar opposites.
Yes, because one is all about believing and one's all about lying. Lying, not
Living?
living. Wow, I'm so good at words, everyone.
You combine lying and believing into living.
I can't back down. Argument, armament. Oh, okay.
Spaceman.
I'll
There's an
never
alien.
accept this. Don't you know Gonta at all?
Gotta
Not the
focus
kind
on
of
this.
guy who kills someone. Don't Don't you know that about him by now?
I know, trust me.
I'll never accept this.
Must have been a hell of a motive. We've talked about this for a while, man.
Why won't you believe Gonta?
I want to, man. Trust me.
Why are you listening to Kokichi?
Because he's right.
Yeah.
You my sidekick?
Listen, at this point, no. Oh,
Wake up,
missed one.
Shuichi.
Got it.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi?
Well, they really make this hurt, don't they?
Damn
Yeah.
it! Who do you want
Okay.
to believe?
I don't know.
Remember what Kokichi has done to us. Remember how
Damn
Gonta's
it.
always tried to protect us. How could
I
Gonta
know, man.
be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh?
Yes, I don't. Well, I don't want to. Let's get that
Yes,
right.
the truth that. But there's a reason Gonta's not the
Oh my
culprit.
god, that's so much.
Who do you want to believe?
Man.
It's not
Oh,
about
God.
who we want to believe, it's who we have to
Exactly.
believe.
Kokichi has done to us. Remember how Gonta's
Damn, that's so
always tried
fast.
to protect us. How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh?
Oh, I was way off on that
Why-
one.
you-
True
Yeah.
that, but there's a reason Gonta's not the culprit.
Shit, I forgot about
Who
that.
do you want to believe? Damn it!
I'm sorry, buddy, but
There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop.
toilet paper discovered
Outside of the mansion.
There we
It's
go.
here.
Yep.
Damn it!
Sorry, man. I don't mean to break your believing full heart.
The
but
toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
The toilet paper?
I know it sounds weird, but
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon.
Yep.
That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Mew's body. It was outside
You could have
the
tied it to
mansion.
the binoculars.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to.
The binoculars.
I know because I investigated the roof.
You didn't use a good enough investigation
You're
check.
stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
He's just like, come on.
Of course I am. I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end.
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
Very blatantly, to be quite
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, it's literally right there.
Place where the toilet paper was tied down.
The binoculars right
The only
there.
thing that's standing out in the entire scene.
There!
Yeah.
Got it. Unfortunately.
The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it.
Yeah, because they couldn't rip it. So
Yeah.
they just kind of unraveled it and lowered themselves down.
And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb
yeah.
down.
And that's why it fell
But in
completely
that
down
case,
there.
they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea.
Kokichi, come on now, man. Oh, God.
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess you ran into someone on the
Yeah.
way and then threw it somewhere close by.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah. Slow down the virtual world. Give it a second. He's like, whoops.
Yeet.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
And now back to the regular game. Yep, gotta let that load.
Yep.
I know how you feel, buddy.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
Oh my god.
The
Don't be so
matter
happy about it.
does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
I'm sorry, buddy.
So, it's true. Gonta really kill Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
Terrifying.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop.
Oh, boy. Oh,
I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is going to get him to confess, it's me.
Ooh.
there's a hell of a lot. Oh. Well, shit.
Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay?
Don't say it with a smile on your face, please.
When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
Oh.
He's like, I'm convinced. Just stop.
Okay.
I'm sorry, buddy. Well,
Oof.
all right. What color cord did the culprit stick to the... Okay, let me see if we got the ports over here. No, that's all that. Kaido getting logged out. Lattice uses a sled. Toilet paper doesn't tear. Let's see what we got over here. What did we bring from Shuichi's lab? That would be the bottle of poison.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember the buttons. There we go. Perfect. And then
Oh,
over
God.
here, what was supposed to be the entrance hall of the mansion?
It's so weird seeing chibis.
Yes, but I love it at the same time. Map of Virtual World.
They all look so
Alright.
adorable.
They do. What did Miu do when the others left for the mansion? Kaido wasn't logged out yet, I don't think.
No.
But let's oh my god, who is oh my god, there's 4 pictures here. What?
Oh.
No, who's investigating the kitchen? Who's investigating the dining hall? Who's investigating outside the man? Oh god, that's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna skip that. Okay. Which did Miu use when she got to the mansion? Did Miu use? I mean, it's got Miu with toilet paper here. But that's to strangle her.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna be for that yet. That's the lattice's sled that was used by the murderer. Maybe that was to is that the phone in her hand?
Probably the cell
So
phone.
I'm gonna try that out. Nope, I kind of did that wrong. Okay. Who's logged against their well? There's where Kaido goes.
Yeah.
All right, and then what was the weapon you brought to kill Kokichi? That was a hammer, but we don't have that yet.
Nope.
Oh wait, there's where the cell phone goes.
Okay, cool.
I just saw that there. Okay, what did the culprit use to strangle me? That's the toilet paper. It's
Oof.
a cutely brutal
Yeah.
little thing there. Moved by off the roof. That is going to be the lattice.
Lettuce.
All right, and then we've got Miu
Oh, the
swings in a
hammer.
hammer, so that we've got that. And then Miu throwing the signboard into the river, so we can cover all those. Is that the weapon? There's
Yeah,
where the
the
hammer
hammer.
goes. All right.
There we go.
And then this is
The
where
signboard.
goes.
Yep.
Is a yeet. All right. And now we got all these other things. We got to open them all up. Here we go. One by one. We're making it fun. We are the cartoon heroes. All right. Back over to here. That's the chords, which is going to be that
Yeah.
one. All right. Dun, 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 bam. All right. Let's start from the top right. Who's investigating the roof? That was Kaidomomo, Luminary of the Stars.
Yeah.
The kitchen.
That was us.
me.
Oh, look
Shuichi
at us. They're
Saihara.
adorable.
Investigating the dining hall. That was Sumugi.
Yeah.
Investigating outside the mansion. That was
The culprit.
yeah. And then we got one more little blop over here. Toilet paper.
Yep.
Toilet paper escape route.
This is the
Did it.
truth of the case.
Time to hear the story.
Pretty simple.
Whoa.
Teen Titans?
The case began last night.
Okay.
After being convinced by Miu, we all logged in to the virtual world.
Yep.
To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device.
Just of the
Struggling,
struggle.
yeah. This all would have played out very
So,
differently
we all
if he
plugged those
didn't mess
cords
it up.
into our helmets
Yeah.
and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because
Oopsie
of this,
poopsie.
a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar.
Yep.
As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well.
Yeah.
Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder.
I don't think it was. It was the motive is whatever did it, I believe. Or it could have also like
Been a
impeded
combination.
Yeah.
But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one.
Okay.
Why?
Because we're the cartoon heroes.
Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in.
That's terrifying.
She had
Yeah.
modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal.
To attempt to murder my son.
She's just looking at him.
After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison and placed it on Kokichi's seat.
How
This
dare
was
you.
done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes.
Thud.
The way that
The
she
reason
just...
Mew modified
Yeah.
the simulator and brought us to the virtual world
Just kicking back like a
look at-
like a champion. Just like this is gonna be easy
was to
peasy.
kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world.
It's actually kind of smart.
It was very.
After we had all
if,
logged in,
if things had gone
Mew
to plan,
explained the world to us.
it would have been easy for her to just breeze through
Yeah,
and get
because
us
she's
all
the
killed.
only one that knows about the world, too.
Uh-huh.
Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses.
Look at Kibo.
She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall.
His hair looks so cute in that top
But
one.
her explanation was intentionally false. She, however,
Oops.
Oh, she
one of
what?
us was able to see through her scheme.
What was... back...
Oh god, I can't. No, that's auto. That's not what I
no.
want. I can't access it from here,
No.
unfortunately.
Well-
Whoops.
She's something. You need to keep your
The
finger
very
off of that
person
button.
Mew was trying to kill Kokichi.
Look how adorable Kokichi looks.
Kokichi was
love
going to
him.
use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case.
Look at his evil little face.
Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder.
Act 3.
Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel.
All right, listen
Mew
up,
had us
fuckers.
split up to try to find some secret of the outside world.
Listen up, dick waffles.
Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel.
Yup.
Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At
Look
the
at her.
chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside.
Oh my god.
Just after our
She
group
zoomed.
was heading toward the mansion.
That is how it is when you when you run there.
Swoop. And we're just like, ah!
Yeah.
Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks.
Prank you. All right. It's like, oh well.
That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We
Act
went to the
4.
mansion and split up to look for clues.
Why do these chibis have to be so cute?
Kokichi
I know, right?
searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen.
Look at him. He's so cute.
I love all these chibis.
And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion.
Even the culprit has a cute chibi.
Yeah.
And they always usually look disturbing as fuck.
Yeah.
Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel.
Of course, the saddest case gets the cutest fucking
Well,
rundown.
animation.
Passed
Yeah.
through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi.
Even the murder's gonna look cute at this fucking point.
Oh.
You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself.
She's like, hee hee.
This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object.
Just like she always dreamed.
That was the
Stop.
hidden route
You already
for
made that
herself.
joke.
That's low-hanging fruit, man.
She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone.
And dialed
She didn't tell
911.
us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone,
Kaido
which
Momoda.
forced that person to log out.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet.
Well, he's fucking going.
By having Kaito search
He
the
just
roof
got
and
yeeted.
then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious. But her plan didn't go smoothly.
No.
Like, huh?
Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew.
To go, hi.
While Mew was
came to
distracted
kill me,
by
right?
Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind.
That's terrifying. Jeez.
No.
And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew.
God.
This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
What a way to go.
Well, that's what you get for trying to kill my son.
Oh my god, Evan! Stop.
Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder,
you get out of here.
Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion.
Yeah.
The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone.
Perfect. And then yeet. Gah-bah!
The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope.
That's a zoom right there.
Yeah.
With
Like
the
a
body on
torpedo.
top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof.
Just yeet.
There
God.
it
It went
is.
through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the
Look
mansion.
at Kibo.
Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other.
Everyone's so goddamn cute.
The
All right.
cute art is
Tsumugi and
distracting
I
me
were
from
able
what's
hear the
about to
crash from
happen.
the mansion.
I have to enjoy it while I can.
Exactly. Get some happiness here.
As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down.
So fucking cute. I
It
can't take
is.
it, man.
Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion.
Shit.
Yep, yeet.
Fuck.
In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby.
Hey.
Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case
Yeah.
because the culprit doesn't remember.
That is true. No.
Don't even do it like this, man. Or I guess well.
This is the truth you've forgotten. Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
Well,
Man.
Gonta.
Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Unfortunately.
Sorry. Gonta not really understand, 'cause Gonta not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Gonta, trust everyone.
Don't you do this to me, Gonta.
Oh.
Don't you do this to me.
But why? Gonta kill Mew, forget everything. Gonta even think he not do anything bad. And then Gonta tried to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why Gonta do such terrible thing?
I don't know. But we're probably going to get that answer next time.
Jeez.
Oh!
This sucks.
And we're not even in the sucky part yet.
No, we're
oh,
not.
Oh, God, that's just beginning. It's time for the feels trip on the next episode.
Yeah.